very good evening to you and welcome to Primetime News on MTV Sports, live from the News First studios in Colombo. I'm Nadim Majid.
A very good evening. I'm Mahina Bongzo. Now, as we reported here on News First earlier in the evening, the Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher, the longest-serving British Prime Minister in recent history, has passed away.
Now, we have more details coming up in the news, but first a look at the news making headlines tonight. President Rajapaksa says that individuals driven by jealousy are spreading various rumours in the country to cripple development activity. Discussions over the Kolonau garbage dump fail. Satyagraha campaign continues. Indian parliamentary delegation cancels tour of Sri Lanka. And in international news, the Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher passes away.
Moving on to the stories in detail now. The Sri Lankan embassy in Saudi Arabia has taken steps to lodge a complaint with the Saudi police regarding the inhumane treatment and assault of a group of Sri Lankan housemaids in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Labour councillor at the Sri Lankan embassy in Saudi Arabia, Anura Muthumala, stated that a formal complaint would be lodged with the Saudi government in the coming days. Footage of the inhumane treatment that the housemaids were subjected to was telecast on News First recently. The group were Sri Lankan women who had gone to Saudi Arabia for employment, but upon being referred to their places of work, had refused to remain there and wanted to return home. The women had been recruited via the Mohammed Al Rashid Al Sanamul Employment Agency in Dammam, Saudi Arabia.
The
necessary instructions have been given to raid the agency located in Dammam. Over the next few days, measures will be taken to identify the agency in Sri Lanka and ban it. Legal action will be taken against the individual who carried out the assault.
Meanwhile, the Janasetta Peramuna arrived in a protest march to the Saudi Arabian embassy in Colombo. The group subsequently handed over a letter to the Saudi Arabian ambassador.
The two countries must be responsible for the safety of all migrant workers. When workers travel to Saudi Arabia, they are isolated. We engaged in discussions with the ambassador to work in a manner that would not harm the friendship between the two countries. President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that certain individuals who are driven by jealousy are spreading various rumours in the country to cripple the development activities that have been initiated. The President made this statement at a ceremony held to declare open the renovated Padeniya Anuradhapura Road. South Korean ambassador to Sri Lanka, Jong Moon Choi, and several diplomats attended the ceremony to declare open the road. Following the opening ceremony, a function was held in the Daladagama area to welcome the President. We are engaged in a program to develop the country. Roads are being built, electricity is to be provided to all villages, schools and hospitals are being constructed and facilities are provided. Unemployment has reduced. Our ministers, parliamentarians and the government are attentive to the problems in the country and are prepared to provide answers. The head of state also attended a meeting at the Galgamuwa public grounds. Here, President Mahinda Rajapaksa was presented with a special memento by the farmers in the area. The President also engaged in a cordial conversation with students from schools in the area while on his way from Padeniya to the Galgamuwa public grounds.
Oil prices have reduced considerably in international markets over the past week. In London, Brent crude was selling at $104.12 US at close of trading yesterday. BizFirst has the details.
At the beginning of last week, the price of a barrel of Brent crude was $111 US. However, the price dropped by $2.22 US yesterday alone. The average weekly price of a barrel of Brent crude was $108 US last month. Meanwhile, in the US, a barrel of WTI crude oil, which commenced the week price at $97 US, saw the price decline to $93 US by the end of the week.
Now, the United National Party reiterates that the government should take immediate steps to lower fuel prices in Sri Lanka, as there has been a drop in prices of fuel in the world market.
එහෙම අඩු කරෝතින්
If the prices are reduced, there won't be a need to increase electricity prices, bus fares or train fares. A litre of kerosene, which is currently being sold at 106 rupees, can be sold at 70 rupees and the CPC can still continue to make a profit. The corporation, which sells a litre of petrol at the filling station for 162 rupees, can sell it for at least 35 rupees less and still make a huge profit. The government also has the ability to sell a litre of diesel that is sold at 121 rupees for a price less than 100 rupees.
මේ වෙනකොට පුළුවන්කම තිබෙනවා.
Moving on to more local news, the aircraft which landed at the Matala International Airport experienced a 6-hour delay in departing due to a technical problem. Vice Chairman of Airport and Aviation Services Limited, Sri Lanka, Kamal Ratwat, said that the delay occurred as equipment required to fix the technical glitch had to be brought from Katunayaka.
An aircraft to Riyadh took off from the Katunayaka Bandaranaike International Airport at 12 noon yesterday. However, the aircraft landed at the Matala International Airport as more passengers were due to board the flight. The aircraft experienced a technical problem while in Matala. Passengers charged that they were inconvenienced due to the delay. They said that this was a direct flight to Riyadh. However, they landed in Matala and told us there was a technical failure. There was no air conditioning or any facilities inside. We had to stay for 4 hours in the hot sun.
We were hungry and there was no food. We couldn't tell our families because they would be scared. They said there was a technical failure and kept us for a long time. We asked if we could go back home because our houses were close by. However, they didn't allow this either.
Prasanna Vikramasuriya, Chairman of the Airport and Aviation Services Limited Sri Lanka, shared these thoughts with News First. The aircraft experienced a technical problem and there was a delay because the pilots wanted to wait for the necessary equipment to be brought. They wanted to ensure the safety of the passengers. The staff at the Matala Airport provided the necessary assistance.
A satyagraha that was initiated to call on authorities to immediately remove a landfill in Kolonava is still underway. A decision was arrived at to continue the satyagraha after talks with the police and other authorities broke down.
The People's Movement against the Kolonava landfill commenced this Satyagraha campaign on Saturday after staging a protest. They charged that the landfill has caused numerous environmental and health-related problems. As a result of the Satyagraha campaign, garbage trucks which had arrived at the location to unload waste had been parked on the roadside. Now they are saying that they have received orders from the highest places to continue disposing waste here for another 2 years. We will not allow this. We will allow this over our dead bodies. A result of the state conspiracy almost came. We used our intelligence to mitigate this. Talks were held with authorities today under the auspices of the chief incumbent of the Paramadharmodaya Vihare in Vallampitiya and Senior Deputy Inspector General of Police Anura Senanayaka. Although attempts were made to make inquiries regarding the matter, the senior DIG refused to comment. Our discussions today were unsuccessful. This is because we were unable to resolve this issue due to the stern stance adopted by the senior police officers representing the government. At this instance, they said that the disposal of waste will take place until the 31st of December and that it would cease afterwards. We discussed this and arrived at a decision and asked them to give it to us in writing, and then we would talk to the people and leave this place. As in the past, they responsibly rejected our request. In truth, this must be told to the entire nation because local politicians are not coming forward to assist or resolve this matter. Instead of prolonging the issue, the officials and administrators must come forward to resolve this. Meanwhile, the People's Movement against the Kolunnawa landfill is due to make submissions to court tomorrow. A third railway line from Colombo Fort to Ragama was declared open today under the auspices of the Minister of Transport, Kumara Walgama. Minister of Transport Kumara Walgama and other officials who attended the ceremony at the Colombo Fort railway station boarded a train to Ragama. Construction work on the railway line commenced in 2006 and was completed at a cost of 1,342 billion rupees. Minister Kumara Walgama spoke to the media at the Ragama railway station. This is a historic day for the Department of Railways. There were 2 railway lines from Colombo to Kandy, Vavuniya and Puttalam. However, from today there will be 3 railway lines. Meanwhile, speaking at an event held in Kaluthara South yesterday, the Minister Walgama commented on politicians. There are certain people who are with us in politics, their hearts are spoilt. That is the truth. I cannot mention names. Don't be jealous. If someone is doing something good, you should do something good too. You must be receiving what Kumara Walgama also receives. Don't criticize. Do some work and show the country your generosity instead of putting this money in your pockets.
Take a look at one of our headline-making stories tonight. South India's Sun TV reports that an Indian parliamentary delegation that was scheduled to visit Sri Lanka cancelled its visit today. The delegation was scheduled to visit Sri Lanka for business and political discussions. The delegation comprised of members from 7 parties, including the Congress and Bharatiya Janata parties. When News First made inquiries, the Director General of the Public Communications Unit of the Ministry of External Affairs, Rodney Pereira, said that they are yet to be informed of such a cancellation.
Meanwhile, India's Finance Minister Palaniappan Chidambaram said that no political party, including the main opposition Bharatiya Janata Party, supported the resolution against Sri Lanka in the Indian Parliament other than the Congress Party. Addressing an event in Chennai, Tamil Nadu yesterday, Chidambaram expressed these views. It is Congress Party that supported the resolution against Sri Lanka in the Indian Parliament. The AIA, DMK and DMK supported it because they belong to Tamil Nadu. No other party in the Parliament supported the resolution. The people of Tamil Nadu must understand it. The Bharatiya Janata Party did not support it. BJP leader Sushma Swaraj completely rejected it and was against the all-party meet on the issue. In the meantime, 30 Indian fishermen who were arrested by the Sri Lanka Navy for fishing in Sri Lankan waters were remanded until the 18th of this month. The Navy had also seized 5 trawlers belonging to the fishermen. Sun TV reported that fishermen in Rameswaram, South India have refrained from setting out to sea in protest, demanding that their compatriots be released. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha Jairam has addressed a letter to Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh calling for steps to be taken to secure the release of the arrested Indian fishermen. The letter reads that while continuous action by the Sri Lankan Navy against Indian fishermen would escalate tensions between the two nations, it also raises anxiety among the fishing community in Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, India's junior minister for the Prime Minister's office, V. Narayanasamy, said they would take every possible step to secure the release of the arrested fishermen.
There is friction going on between Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu because of the agitation by the Tamil people in support of the Sri Lankan Tamil. Under this situation, when our fishermen are taken into custody by the Sri Lankan Navy, I talked to our Indian High Commissioner there. I requested him that immediately they should take steps for the purpose of release of our fishermen who have been arrested in Karaikal region and Karaikal fishermen and also the Kanyakumari people who have been arrested.
You're watching Primetime News live here on News First. It's time now for a short commercial break.